Howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again. Welcome back to another NASCAR Diecast unboxing video. We got a huge box in the studio, and yes, it is filled of 164 goodies. Let's go ahead and hop in right into it, guys. So if you can, give the video a huge thumbs up. It does help out the channel. And let's go ahead and get this unboxing underway. I hope you all had a fantastic holiday season out there, fellas. Let's see what is in this parcel. It's a big box from our friends over there at Circle B Diecast. Whoosh! Take that, set that to the side. Of course, I got all these with discounted shipping guide. You can too. Promo code down below. Feel free to check that out. And look at these 164s, guys. Yo, that's a lot of them. Let's go ahead and dive into it. And the first one right out of the box, Kyle Larson. HendrickCars.com. No, it's not a Gen 6 car. Your eyes do not deceive you. He did not go back to Alex Bowman, Dale Jr.'s number. No, this is a Xfinity Kyle Larson diecast. The first time since, it feels like forever. This car is incredible. I just feel like this paint scheme suits the middle number style so much better. It's just the way the whoosh works for it. Awesome stuff. If they don't make the Watkins Glen raced version, I know a lot of cats, maybe like LW3, might make that, which would be really cool. So let's go ahead and keep it digging here in the boxing. Whoa, look at this one here, fellas. The Body Armor Edge Ryan Blaney Ford Mustang. Now, this is a wild-looking paint scheme right here. It kind of reminds me of that show, what was it called? Rocket League, I think, or Team Rocket, whatever it was. It was a show in the 90s. Definitely has a wild vibe to it. Really cool looking paint scheme, guys. I'm digging it. So much better than the 2021 edition, in my opinion. That's a cool looking paint scheme that ran at the Coke 600. Got another diecast here in the box, and a Martinsville raced win, and it's the Raptor Chevy Camaro. I gotta keep it honest. I don't know why people don't like this paint scheme. I really don't know why. Like, I don't like the backup car variant that had the white and it looked really goofy. This paint scheme has a lot of texture and detail to it. They did screw up the roof number, that's for sure. My goodness, that thing is screwed up. But it's got confetti, it's got some dirt, it's got some grime, and I think the splitter, it's kind of hard to see with the shine, but there's a little bit of yellow on the splitter, which I love to see it. This is a really cool looking diecast. The Raptor Martinsville race win. Love to see that, fellas. That's a cool looking diecast, and all these pieces will be reviewed on the channel. And it's time for the worst Chase Elliott throwback I have ever seen. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, check this out. Check this out, dude. I just noticed something embarrassing on this diecast. Check this out. So look at the left side chrome number. Check this out. Look at it, how it's shiny, right? Look at this. And it's not chrome on the other side. Are you kidding me? I said this before I even put it on camera. This is the worst Chase Elliott throwback I have ever seen. And literally, they screwed it up. They put chrome on one of the numbers, right? That is chrome. You can see it reflecting. And the other side is decaled. Are you kidding me? Oh, this is going straight to the donor pile. At least it needs to. It needs to be turned into a custom, because this paint scheme was ugly before he crashed it at Donington, and then they crashed it and made it 10 times worse. I'm sorry. This paint scheme is awful. I can't tell you how many years I've said this. They need to do an Evernham throwback to his dad's Brickyard 400 win. This is bad, guys. Bad-looking Chase diecast. Not a fan of that one. I'm a huge Chase Elliott fan, but come on, man. That thing looks botched. Time for a good-looking paint scheme for a change. Here's the Dent Wizard, number 12, Ryan Blaney Ford. Now, this is a cool-looking car. One thing I'm noticing with this paint scheme, these little, like, sharp lines you see right here above the, or below the driver window net and above the side skirts, it kind of gives me some mid-2000s Alltel Ryan Newman vibes. Beautiful-looking race car. So much better than the Penske Scallops edition of the Dent Wizard Ford, and I'm telling you, man, these Ryan Blaney paint schemes, I love in these new liveries they're designing. So we got another Chase Elliott car here, and you're not going to believe this one, fellas. This is the Bristol Dirt Raced version. Oh boy, so it's the worst Chase Elliott alternate paint scheme I have ever seen, right? And then they made it a Dirt Bristol Raced version. I don't know, guys. Sometimes being a Chase Elliott fan, oh boy. You get some of these random diecast made. You know, why couldn't they give like a raced version at like, I don't know, where he was racing the Napa car and had all kinds of damage on it or something? Instead we get the Bristol Dirt raced version, which, you know, I'm the one that, you know, got it, that bought it, right? So my fault, but I gotta have all the Chase Elliott stuff, guys. And it's gonna be an interesting diecast review. I imagine the numbers and stuff, the logos are gonna be more accurate because this is based off a raced version, so the logos are more authentic than the normal paint scheme. But regardless, unfortunately, it's on the ugly KBB car. That thing, it looks like a throwback that went bad. Kind of like this one. But you know what? It's time for a good-looking throwback. Check this one out. Kyle Larson. Whoa, man. Isn't this like a Jeff Bodine throwback, I think? This thing is incredible, dude. Look how beautiful. The retro number 5 font. I love these like pinstripes on the side. Dude, this thing looks cool, man. The Hendrick Chevrolet with the very bold, very basic font. I'm loving this. This is how you do a throwback, guys. Check this out. This is a good-looking throwback. This needs to go back to the design board. This thing was botched. I mean, it's so bad that one side of the car has a chrome number and the other side has a decaled on chrome number. It's not even reflective. That is completely decaled. It's bad. It's bad. This is good. Beautiful throwback. Loved it. Shane Larson had some problems during the race because, man, it would have been so cool to see that one win instead of the 22 car, but that's besides the point. We got, a race to win. Check this out. Chase Elliott's second Dover win. I remember watching this. This was a Monday race because it rained out, and Chase Elliott got it done. Now, check out the confetti on this. The red, white, and blue confetti. You know, it's pretty cool to see a Dover win get made. I mean, Dover is just one of those tracks where it's like, let's be honest, they really don't make many 164 raced versions for, and it's really cool to see it get made. I'm looking at the Dover win from 2018, and I much prefer this one because it has no playoff logos, it has no emoji, and it has all that beautiful confetti. Really, really cool stuff. And it was made in the Gold Series, so that's always nice. Love to see Gold Series versions of these cars getting made. And just like the Dover one was, it was made in the Gold Series as well, I believe. And we got probably the best patriotic car of the whole year. Wow. Did they nail this paint scheme? I mean, my goodness. I mean, do I need to look at it even more? Bad paint scheme, great paint scheme. Look at this thing, guys. It's got a light blue to dark blue transition, red stripes, a vertical sideways logo, which I love to see that. That looks fantastic on these next-gen cars, these sideways logos. Wow. Patriotic wheels. Even the hood logo is sideways. I'm telling you, I love this. This is like borderline 10 out of 10 paint scheme, guys. If you have not picked up this car, what are you doing? You could even use this as a normal primary if you wanted to. You could swap out the windows. You could put normal wheels on this, and you could literally use it as a primary paint scheme. It's that amazing. What a great looking diecast. We're going to put it over here on top of that one because that diecast is, it needs to be a donor car. Grateful for it, but man, they really dropped the ball on that one. We got a Chase Briscoe Ford Performance Racing School Ford Mustang. Now, they made this in the Gen 6 variant last year. They didn't make it again on the Gen 7, so if you're one of those side-by-side comparison cats, this would make a great piece to, do a side-by-side view with. I mean, this video is a long video, guys. I mean, we still got a lot more diecasts to go through, and every single one of these are going to be reviewed on the channel, so my voice is going to get roached. We're going to have a crap load of product to review, and another absolutely amazing patriotic car, Kevin Harvick's Mobile One Salutes Ford Mustang. Once again, transition, get the patriotic flag, you have the red Pegasus, it's not a unicorn, fellas, it's a Pegasus. Get the Mobile One. I love this, guys. This is a beautiful looking paint scheme. So much better than that triple action Mobile One car that really didn't have much going on, the side panels. This is a much more balanced paint scheme. And oh, by the way, it actually has the kind of the graphite, dark metallic gray wheels, which is something that I don't think the other Kevin Harvick cars had this year. I mean, we're filling up the studio here, guys. We got plenty of cars to review, and another Bristol raced version. You're not going to believe this one, guys. This one actually got made. Brad Keselowski. This is the Solomon Plumbing Bristol Dirt Raced version. I'm not kidding. This thing actually got made. Talk about the most obscure 164 possibly ever made for the Gen 6 or Gen 7 era, maybe? I mean, it's a random alternate paint scheme that had no chance of ever getting made in the 164 scale. And then it's like, okay, we're going to be making it a dirt Bristol raced version. And this is the bittersweet moment of the day because it's actually a pretty cool looking paint scheme. If you ask me, it's actually a pretty cool looking car. The only bad thing about it is it's exclusive. It is a exclusive to the dirt Bristol raced version. So for all you stop motion fans, it's going to look like an eyesore if you wanted to run this car at any other racetrack than the Bristol dirt. Because you have the dirt ring over the number and you have the dirt all across the car. So if you wanted to use this in a normal diecast race, unfortunately, you'll have to get a custom made because this one has the dirt on it and it's exclusive to my knowledge. But hey, if you don't care about that, it's still a pretty cool looking paint scheme. I would probably get this one instead of the Kelly Blue Book car over here because this one's at least a unique paint scheme. And it actually has some pretty good dirt and damage on it. So that's pretty cool. Oh my goodness. Check out this diecast here, guys. The best Darlington throwback of the year. Now, just stew on this for a second. The fact that they looked at the design board and they said, this is a good-looking paint scheme. Let's bring this to the racetrack. I know this is the backup livery, but it was ugly regardless. And then the guys at the 24 camp, you said, you know what? This is a good paint scheme. Let's bring this. How in the world did Hendrick Motorsports unload with both of these paint schemes and they thought they were both good enough to go to the racetrack? This 24 car is unbelievable. One of, if not the best, well-done Darlington throwback I have ever seen. Wow. Metallic blue. Borderline day glow red flames. I mean, it's a spitting image of that beautiful Jeff Gordon blue and red DuPont Chevrolet. My goodness, man. And the fact that he almost won in this paint scheme. Please run this paint scheme again. Take it to Martinsville. Byron's really good there. Run it again because Logano screwed him out of a win. It happens, right? But because Byron dumped Hamlin. But my point is that they need to run that paint scheme again. Or, hear me out, use it as a primary. I don't see why not. Run it as a primary. Who cares? Beautiful looking paint scheme. And then this one, I got a cool, a cool thing here, guys, about this one. You're gonna love this. Corey LaJoy, Darlington throwback. Oh my goodness! Look, if you're a Fallout fan, the Fallout game series fan, you're gonna like this car a lot. Now, this was a throwback to Marty Robbins' stock car that he ran. I believe it was in the early '70s. And he had the 777s on there, right? I think Mike Joy coined the color. It was magenta and chartreuse, something like that. But anyways, Marty Robbins has a song of the game Fallout New Vegas. So it's really cool as a Fallout fan to see a diecast made of, that is a tribute to the artist that made the song Big Iron, which he has all kinds of really good music as well, if you like the Western stuff. And it's really cool to see a diecast made for that. I'm telling you, man, I'm all over this diecast, man. That is so freaking cool. That is so cool. And you might be thinking, I know you don't like the triple-digit numbers. This is a throwback. I can live with it for a throwback. As a regular paint scheme, no, I don't like that. But as a throwback, I have no problem with it. Really, really cool stuff. Oh, boy, this is a good one here, guys. The Daniel Suarez, not botched on a PTC mold. PTC mold alert, guys. If you want that, the botched one that has no window banners, has a crappy, cheap interior with a bar stool as a steering wheel, and if you don't believe me, pick one up and look at it. It's flat as a board. And oh, by the way, a botched decal job, then go get that one. But if you want the good quality version of it, save your money and get this one here, the Tootsie's Chevrolet Camaro, the first one on that Gen 7 mold. Beautiful looking race car. My goodness, the colors are so much more accurate on this one. It's a disrespect to Daniel Suarez fans that they even made that on the PTC mold. This thing is an amazing looking diecast. Wow. I'm going to put this one down here so we can actually see it. Keep digging here in the parcel. And, well, this one's cool. The first ever possibly Josh Bolicki diecast I can ever remember being made. Wow. This is cool. So this is the Ziegler, whatever that is, Auto Group number 77. This paint scheme, even though it's a exclusive, driver, This paint scheme is amazing. I mean, you have this orange to yellow kind of transition with a very nice gloss black. This is going to be a staple for all you diecast stop motion fans out there, alongside another paint scheme that a lot of people have been hooting and hollering about. It's going to be very challenging to find a stop motion that doesn't have both of these diecasts here, guys. The number 50 Kaz Growler, number 77 Josh Balicki, and you know, it's so cool that all these alternate paint schemes and back markers are getting diecasts made. Really, really cool stuff. Amazing looking diecast there. We're still going here in the studio. We got to think 2 more left in the box, and bam! William Byron Raptor Ford. Nope, not Ford, not Camry, but Chevrolet Camaro. I'm a ding dong for that. This is really cool. Look at this, guys. So you have the raced version from Martinsville, and then you have the clean version. I don't know why people don't like this paint scheme. I don't know why. It's actually a pretty cool looking car. Now, I would do it differently. I would put more of the wording on the side. I would do the little sideways joint like you see on the Ziegler car over here, or the HendrickCars.com piece. I would do the sideways lettering. But it's got a lot of detail to it, man. It's got like this like dinosaur skin, if you will, to it. It's got the little dinosaur eye right there. I mean, it looks pretty mean, yo. It looks good. You can see how botched the roof number is on this thing. But, man, that is so cool to get the clean and the raced version. That is really, really cool. I know a lot of Byron fans are going to love that one. I'll tell you what, that cat's pretty good. I think they're making his truck win, too. And this is probably my favorite, maybe my favorite all-time Bubba Wallace paint scheme here, guys. I know the PetSmart car was really up there for me, but this one is so freaking cool. This is the Columbia 23 car, and this thing is straight up out of like a I don't know, it's like reminds you of like a 90s Nike commercial, and I love it. So you have like a dew yellow, you have a, I'm gonna call it a medical green, neon pink, and like it looks like, I don't know, it looks like a retro but modern sports apparel style diecast, like the way the patterns and the color palette is. I love it. It is so retro. It is so vintage. It's so modern. Look how beautiful that is. Black and pink looks so good on a diecast. I'm telling you, this could be a fun diecast review. One of my favorite Bubba Wallace diecasts ever made, if not my favorite. I wish the yellow was a little bit brighter. It's brighter on camera, but off camera, it's a little bit more subdued. It's more or less like a lemonade yellow, if that makes any sense. But on camera, it's a lot brighter. So, check it, you know, kind of a little bit of a buyer beware, but what a cool looking diecast right there. Alrighty, folks, what a epic diecast unboxing here today. Look how many amazing alternate paint schemes. I mean, a Kyle Larson Xfinity diecast. That's so cool. And the Hendrick Cars paint scheme. I know a lot of Larson fans are going to go crazy about that. Amazing Darlington throwbacks. Amazing. I mean, just so many cool looking throwbacks. And we have Patriotic cars. You got a Daniel Suarez Tootsie car. We got the first ever, possibly Josh Balicki Cup car. That is freaking awesome, the 1/64 scale. Oh, by the way, a raced version Martinsville, a raced version Dover, and in 2 Bristol race versions that I'm still kind of perplexed on. But no doubt about it, amazing next-gen cars in the studio. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. I can't wait to get these things reviewed. You can stay tuned for that. Turn the notification bell on, guys, if you haven't already. So anytime we get a diecast review out, you could check that out. And hey, maybe you like the cars, maybe you want. It's a great way to see which cars you want in your collection before you buy it. Kind of a buyer beware. That's the beauty of a diecast review. Because believe me, there's a lot of cars that I didn't want, and then I watched a diecast review, and I'm like, wow, I gotta have that. So that's the beauty of doing these reviews. And in the video on this, guys, which one of these is your favorite? My favorite, I can't even decide. I'm just kidding. It's easily this William Byron car. I mean, the nostalgia from that paint scheme. They nailed it, dude. They could have botched this thing. They could have just done a flat blue. They could have just done a dark red. No, they did a metallic blue. They used an accurate font, which it's even more accurate because the roof has a deeper three-dimensional background to it, which is accurate to the Jeff Gordon car. They did the red-orange day glow. Oh, my goodness, man. They nailed it. 10 out of 10. Perfect Darlington throwback. I mean, they freaking outdid themselves on that. They literally, like, it's the best throwback I've probably ever seen. Even better than the Rainbow Warrior cars because they went and got the proper metallic blue for this. They Nailed it, guys. Love that paint scheme. That's all for now. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next NASCAR Diecast review. Diecast Buffet. Signing off.